All right, picture this. Two of history's most feared fighters from completely different worlds stepping into the ring. In one corner, you have the master of stealth and guerrilla warfare, the shadow of the American Southwest, the Apache warrior. And in the other corner, the superstar of the ancient world's most brutal sport, a living legend forged in the blood and sand of the Colosseum, the Roman gladiator. Welcome to a hypothetical showdown, inspired by the classic show Deadliest Warrior. Today we're not just asking who would win, we're getting up close and personal, breaking down the deadly tools they'd bring to a close-quarters fight. Let's start with the Apache. When you think of an Apache warrior, you might picture bows and arrows, masters of long-range combat. And you're right. But get too close and you've just made a fatal mistake. Their primary weapon for hand-to-hand combat is the knife. But this isn't just any knife. The Apache knife was often crafted from a U.S. cavalry saber, broken or stolen, and then reforged into a smaller, deadlier weapon. It's a piece of history turned against its makers. It's a double-edged blade about 12 to 14 inches long, razor-sharp on both sides, tapering to a wicked point. It's designed for one thing: savage, lightning-fast attacks. An Apache doesn't fight like a fencer. They use speed, agility, and pure aggression. They would swarm their opponent, using the knife in a brutal hacking and stabbing motion. The goal isn't a clean surgical strike. It's to overwhelm, to create multiple devastating wounds in seconds. Imagine a whirlwind of steel aimed at your throat, your gut, your limbs. It's terrifyingly effective, but that's not all they have. For slightly more reach, the Apache might bring a war club. These weren't crude lumps of wood. One common type was the skull cracker, a heavy stone head attached to a wooden handle with rawhide. It's a simple, brutal, and incredibly effective weapon. A single, well-placed blow could shatter bone, crush a skull, or disable a limb instantly. The Apache would use their agility to dodge an attack and then deliver a devastating counterstrike with the club. It's a weapon of pure crushing force. Now let's cross the Atlantic and step into the sun-baked arena with the gladiator. Our gladiator for this matchup is the classic, the Murmillo. Heavily armed and armored, this guy is basically the tank of the ancient world. His primary weapon is the gladius, the Roman short sword. This is arguably one of the most effective and deadly swords in all of military history. It's not a long, elegant blade for dueling. It's a short, broad, leaf-shaped sword, about 24 inches long, designed for one purpose: killing efficiently in close quarters. The gladius is a thrusting weapon. A gladiator would hide behind his massive shield, the scutum deflecting blows, and then in a flash deliver a powerful deep thrust into an opponent's torso. It was a simple, repetitive, and horrifically deadly technique that conquered most of the known world. One stab from a gladius and your fight is likely over. But what if the fight gets even closer? What if they're grappling? The gladiator has a nasty little surprise: the pugio. This is a Roman military dagger. It's a broad, leaf-shaped blade about 7 to 11 inches long, designed to punch through armor or get into the soft spots a sword can't reach. If the Apache warrior manages to get inside the gladiator's shield and they end up in a clinch, the gladiator can draw the pugio and drive it into the Apache's side, neck, or under the arm. It's a last resort weapon, a fight ender when things get desperate and messy. So let's put them together. The Apache is all about speed, surprise, and relentless aggression. He's a ghost, using his agility to try and get around the gladiator's defenses. He'll be feinting, dodging, trying to land a crippling blow with that war club or a flurry of slashes with his knife. The gladiator, on the other hand, is a fortress. He's methodical, patient, and incredibly powerful. He'll use his large shield to absorb the Apache's frantic attacks, waiting for that one crucial opening. He knows he only needs one good thrust with the gladius to end it all. It's a classic battle. Speed versus power, agility versus armor, the wild warrior versus the trained professional. Who do you think takes it in a close-quarters brawl? The elusive Apache with his savage knife and skull-crushing club, or the armored gladiator with his legendary death-dealing gladius? Let me know in the comments.